Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by one of our dear brother. The translation of that message reads like this: Hello, how are you? I am writing this to you because I need help. I don't know where else to run to. My name is Name Hidden. I am a migrant who is from Zim, and I have been working here in South Africa for a couple of years now. So my job, it is really simple. I transport school kids each and every day. For the past year, I have worked for this man who is a South African man. This man, he owns several vans for transporting kids, and he also have several taxis. I thought that I was just doing a regular job, but I recently found out that things are not what they seem to be. So last week, I stumbled across something that has shaken me to the core. I had finished the afternoon shift and I was supposed to go and meet my boss at his house so as to collect my salary. So whilst I was there, when I got there, he was not home. So I thought that his gardener, because he is his gardener, a man who is from Malawi, a friendly guy. So I wanted to speak with him. So I waited first outside and then I found out that there was no one. Since I have like the remote keys for the front gate, I then opened and I parked the car inside and I waited for everyone in the yard. I found out that all the cars were out and I called for the maid. She did not respond, and I also called the gardener. So when I called the gardener, I thought that maybe he was working at the back of the house. Maybe that was why he was not hearing me. I then started walking, going to the back of the yard. When I was there, so then I was speaking with my wife. So at my boss's house, there is good Wi-Fi. My wife, there were some movies that she wanted me to download for her. So I started downloading those movies. So at the back of my boss's house, there is this other guest house that is there. It is always locked and there is no one who goes in there. So when I saw that the guest house was opened up, I then started walking towards that place. In my mind, I wanted to do something really funny because I had been watching, there was this other leaked video of this other woman who was making love to her man, but she is also from Zim. So this gave me like the feeling, just wanted to please myself. So I said, instead of doing it out in the open, let me go into that guest house. So I walked and I went into that guest house. And then I started playing with my manhood as I was busy watching the video and also watching other porn videos on the internet. And I was hiding and I was watching each and every movement that was happening outside because I did not want my boss or anyone to catch me red-handed when I was busy playing with my manhood. I was just being naughty. Whilst I was doing all of this, that was when I heard that there was a noise that was coming out of this other room in the same guest house. So immediately, with everything that I was watching, I said, aha, I think that this Malawian guy is busy doing it with the maid. Let me go. I want to catch them red-handed. So I walked to the other room and the door was opened up. I don't know where the noise was coming from. When I was inside that room, that was when I saw that there were strange symbols that were written on the ground. And in the middle of it all, I saw that there were some pictures of some kids that I transport each and every day. Like these were printed out pictures. These pictures, they were in the middle of the altar. Alongside the pictures, I saw that there were two different uniforms. The other uniform is the one that is used by the girls, and the other one, it is the one that is used by the boys. I saw these uniforms. These uniforms, they were tied around with a red string, and then they were pinned to a board. There was a candle, and it seems as if at night there is someone who comes to light the candle. And there was something that really terrified me, something that looked like a small human-shaped doll, which really freaked me out. So when I saw everything, that was when I went outside and I waited for him. When I just went outside, when I was about to leave, that was when my boss returned, and it seemed as if he knew everything that I had done. He told me that he knew that I had seen something in his guest house. So he then told me that I was not supposed to be afraid, and he was joking with me, but I could not let it go. And he told me that, everything that you saw, that is my altar, my shrine, where I perform my rituals. He told me that he performs these rituals to protect himself. He said that as a taxi owner, he is always afraid that one day he's going to get caught in a crossfire because of taxi violence. And he told me that he uses everything that I had seen at his altar, and he told me that he also do it for business success. And he talked, and as he was talking, that was when I realized that these rituals, there is even something more to it. He also manipulates the destinies of the children that we transport on a daily basis. And as for these young kids, I used to see that there was something that was always wrong with them. They used to have these epileptic seizures, not all of them, but the ones that I saw their pictures in that room at the altar. So I just thought that maybe it has something to do with their ancestors, and I could not understand. But I then started to understand that this man, he is the one who is making all of these kids to be sick. So I really do not know, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to find someone whom I can tell everything that I saw in that guest house, that this man is busy using the destinies of these young kids? And he said that no one is going to notice, because when these kids are all grown up, then they will start to suffer. Poverty will be following them because he is taking their spiritual gifts. So in the end, these young kids, they are going to suffer. So amongst these kids that I saw the picture in that guest room, there is another man, a very friendly man who is from DRC. His child also is being used for these rituals. And now I don't know if I am supposed to tell him, or should I just keep quiet? Because this man, him being a taxi boss, I am scared that maybe if he finds out that I have told any of these parents, maybe he is going to find someone who can shoot me. I am really scared. I know that everything that this man is doing, it is not okay. But at the same time, I am terrified that my boss, if he finds out that I am the one who has informed the parents, maybe he will get me killed. I want to tell the parents, I want to warn them. I don't know how. Please, can you give me advice? I am asking for advice. How do I alert the parents without putting myself in danger? How do I get out of this mess and do what is right without ending up dead? If there is anyone who is listening to my story, if there is anyone who can give me any advice, I need it now more than ever. I'll be following through in the comment section. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear brother right there. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. Please let us talk about this issue in the comment section. Just imagine stealing the destinies of young kids that they transport to school. Yeah, ne?